If we add, it's still the same thing. If we're adding a negative or subtracting a negative, we're still going to have a negative in the beginning. We're going to have a negative in the end. If we multiply it, we're going to have a negative in the beginning. We're going to have a negative in the end. And then also it goes the same way with positive as well. If we're adding a positive, it's going to be an alpha and omega in that. And also if we divide and multiply. But the thing about that is there's still no feminine in that. It's all masculine. It's all positive. At least within that negative, there still is the masculine and the feminine in that. We're talking about the X chromosome, which the Y came from. And it was about to be another X. If people remember, if you're a 70s baby and you remember the X chromosome, it had a tail. It won't an X all the way, but it had a tail. So, right now they erased that. We have one of those, what you call, Mandela effects where, wanted this, wanted that, wanted Jiffy or Jif, whatever the case may be, Bernstein, whatever. But I remember, because I remember seeing that visually where the X chromosome, and I remember even talking about saying it had a tail. So now they just have it as a Y. So no. So it's like, there was trying to be an X, but something happened. A little DNA was snatched or wasn't there. And you can say that was taken, that part wasn't given to the male chromosome for whatever reason. But that was so the female could have a mate. That's what I'm thinking. So that's what I'm saying. When you're putting it in the patriarchal perspective, of course I have to say the woman came from the man, but when we go back to the source, back to the original, back to the beginning, even in Genesis is the beginning. Breaking that down, that has, is letting you kind of know what's what. When we start thinking and using our own brain and not just feeding, it's like, I'm just saying, like for instance, the Bible describes how God looks, but then, and that's God, it's not even Jesus. But anyway, I'm going to use Jesus as an example, not God, because in the Bible it says he has hair, wool, and skin of bronze. That's not the color that they have portrayed in the Bible, in pictures. And even with Jesus in himself, he was born in Bethlehem.